Through the invocation of the circular and fluid power of water, we will cultivate a receptive, creative, and playful core strength. Come onto your knees, and as you're ready, come up to standing on the knees. Feel the seat of Uddiyana Bandha from the navel to the pubic bone and from either side of your pelvis. This is where all our movement will emanate from. Bring your hands in front of the navel and slowly go back so that you feel a diagonal line from your knees, pelvis, heart. Draw the hands to the base of the buttocks. Keep the tailbone lengthening, lifting from the lower belly to extend the spine. So bring the hands back together, and as we pulse back on the exhale, slowly inhale. So this is what we call maintaining the danda, or staff of the spine. Now here, inhale, extend the arms overhead, and exhale, draw the hands through. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, draw the hands through. So maintain this fluidity in combination with the stability, and enjoy the flow. Hands back to center. Now we'll pulse back a few times. And here you can oscillate the neck anytime you feel yourself becoming rigid, if the face beginning to squeeze. Stay relaxed. Now come on to all fours for a counter pose. Extend one leg up and reach across with the opposite arm. Stretching the leg to the sky, change sides. Take the opposite leg up, press the foot into the hand. Inhale, expand. Exhale, back to center. Cross your feet behind you and prepare for Shakti Bandhasan, cultivating the energy at the core. So with your knees bent, hands at the shins, draw the heart through, and exhale, slowly extend back. Draw the heart through. As you extend back, don't collapse into your lower back. Now come back and circle the arms to the right, like you're stirring a pot, generating energy. Keep the chest open. Keep the spine long and moving into the body. And as you're ready, change sides. So we'll take several variations from here, keeping the creative flow. So changing now, open the arms and then pull through the center. Inhale, open the arms and pull through the center. If your legs ever get tired, or you can feel this in the tops of the thighs, straighten the legs. Gradually, as you learn how to direct the energy into the core, you can keep the legs bent. And now this is a more complex version. You're circling one arm, alternating over the other. You can change sides. Keeping the breath natural and free. Now circle the arms and pull into the center. Circle the arms and pull into the center. And this is what we call finding any weak spot or leak in the core and sealing it up. So you reach around, find a new place in the garden of your belly, pulse there, and keep that exploration now as we pull through the center. So exploring the sides. If you need to straighten your legs, feel free, or keep them bent. As you explore the side gills, then also explore right through the center of the core. Gently alternating the movement. You feel this through the band of rectus abdominis on either side of the navel. Now slowly roll down and stretch your hands and feet away from each other. Now shake out your hands and legs and prepare for the next cycle. Take your feet down. Draw one hand to your belly and the other hand just above your pelvis to your lower back. As you exhale, lengthen the tailbone, sacrum off the ground. Inhale back. As you exhale, press your lower back into your hand into the earth. And this is the movement we want to take into the next cycle. Draw the tailbone up, arms overhead, lift your balls of your feet, and then shift your feet to one side and the pelvis to the opposite side to cultivate the lower belly with gravity. And once you've found that, go ahead and circle the pelvis. And the image here is as if you were skateboarding in the empty bowl of your pelvis. So keep lengthening the tailbone, but exploring all different variations and movement of your pelvis as you strengthen the core spontaneously with gravity. Your hands are moving as if they were the puppeteer of the pelvis. Now from here, draw your arms overhead, lift the heels, and slowly lengthen the tailbone and roll down vertebrae by vertebrae with your exhale. And as you come down, draw the hands by your side, knees over the hips. And now extend one leg, reaching through the ball of the foot, and then the other. Now lift your hips and slowly lower down. Lift your hips, catch the energy in the pelvis, and now add that with the extended leg. This is called water wheel, and you imagine that you're catching the energy in the pelvis and directing it all the way through to the ball of the feet. Make sure you're feeling this only in your lower belly. Arms are stable, neck is relaxed. Now continuing with this movement, and then gradually coming back to center, and just circle your knees through the center to the sides and back through, opening the hips. Now take your feet together, interlace your hands behind you, the Supta Baddha Konasana position. Lift the hips and exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift the hips and exhale back down. Inhale, lift your hips, exhale back down. Inhale, lift your hips, exhale back down. Now keep this rhythm. Neck stays relaxed in your hands. Last few rounds. And draw your arms to the side, knees into the navel. Slowly draw the knees to one direction, to the right, and back to center. Exhale, draw the knees to the left, and pull back through center. Exhale, draw the knees to the right, hovering over the earth, and pull the lower belly back to center, changing sides. Exhale. And now a creative variation. As you come onto your side, extend the top leg and bend the back leg behind you. As you do this, swim with the top arm and pull everything through the center. I call this swimming with the infinite, and it brings creative expression into the fluidity of strength. Now extend your left leg forward and circle it to the left with the right leg following to change sides. Extend the top leg, bend the back leg behind you. And then as you explore that interchange, pull everything through the center, keeping the sacrum stable and exploring your range of motion only with that stable intelligence. And now swing the right leg to the left to change sides. Swing the right leg to the left to change sides. Left leg to the right. Right leg to the left. And 3 choices here. Come back to center with the legs straight, knees bent, or knees open, and shifting from side to side. So take one of those variations and enjoy the fruits of your practice. Strong core, open hips, Free spirit. Come onto your back. As you learn some basic and creative variations of yogic core cultivation, you will enter into a spontaneous and creative relationship to your core strength. Take your arms and legs, shaking them in freedom, getting ready to enjoy this whole spontaneous core. Take your feet down, and we'll start with the pelvic tilt, Supta Uddiyana Bandha. Take one hand to your belly, take the other hand to your lower back, and as you lengthen the sacrum and tailbone, press the lower belly into the lower back and lower back into the earth. Now take your feet straight up. If you have any sense of strain in the lower back, you're going to need to cross your feet and keep the knees over the hips. Otherwise, straighten your legs, maintain the feet over the hips, interlace the hands behind your neck, and now lift your sit bones and your shoulder blades at the same time. And lower down. Now lift up on the exhale and inhale, lower down. Exhale, lifting up, radiating through the legs, and now lower the right leg as you extend the left leg to the sky. Extend the right arm to the outside of the left leg, and then inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, bend your right knee, extend the left leg, point the left elbow to the right knee. Inhale, straighten the leg and reach the left arm across. Exhale, back to center. Now bend your knees to the outside of your rib cage. And from here, inhale, extend the left leg. And exhale, reach the left hand to the right shin. Inhale, pull back to center. Exhale, extend the opposite leg as you reach the right hand to the opposite shin. Try that again. Extend the left leg, reaching the left hand to the right shin. And then changing sides. Keeping the heels. Straightening up to the sky. Exhale, take the thighs to the outside of the rib cage. Inhale, lengthening to the sky. Exhale, thighs to the outside of the rib cage. Now another variation. Cross your right foot over your left thigh. Hold the foot with your left hand. Either keep the left knee bent or go ahead and extend the leg. Now lifting up, gazing over your shin, pulling the heel in alignment with the knee, and go ahead and pulse the extended leg. Draw the knee in and exhale away from you. Now let's change sides. Extend the legs up. Take the left foot to the right thigh. Take the foot with your right hand. If you're flexible enough, it can extend into the elbow. Support your neck, extend the right leg. Knee comes into the navel. Keep the sit bones lifted as you radiate from your core. Neck stays relaxed. Now we'll review a few movements from the water core sequence. Take your feet together, open your knees wide, and on an inhale, lift up, and exhale, catch the energy as you come down. We'll apply that same principle with extending one leg and lifting both legs up. Hands come by your hips. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, extend. And now another variation. Take both legs up and extend one arm at a time, keeping the hips lifted. And you can extend both arms if the neck is supported. And then from the water core sequence, arms by the shoulders, drawing the knees into the chest, letting the knees flow from side to side, pulling through the center. Radiating the top leg, bending the bottom leg. Changing sides. Swinging the leg over towards the crown of the head to change sides. And then holding the arches of the feet, feet wide. Go ahead ahead and release your legs and stretch your hands and feet away from each other for a moment. So this is the last variation. Draw the knees over the hips, interlace your hands behind you. I'd like for you to feel the free flow of your legs. You can support your neck or you can let your arms flow with your legs. Go ahead and improvise the rhythm. Keep the movement directed into the core. Allow the movement to flow freely through you without flinging the body in space. Keep the energy emanating from the core through the bones of the legs, sparking out through the balls of the feet. Now straighten the hands and feet away from each other again. And we'll prepare to bring this together in a spontaneous flow. So you may be tempted to follow me. So close your eyes and allow all of these variations now to move through you, emanating from the intelligence of your center, branching out, feeling your creative core connecting through your legs. Open hips, free breath. Follow the sensation through your center. Even though it may look like I've choreographed this sequence, I'm completely following the energy in my body. Feel free to rest if you need to or take it slower. Enjoy the vitality streaming through you. I always find I have more energy, more stamina when I combine strength and creativity. Now finally come back with me. Take your heels by your buttocks. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Lift your hips. And exhale, slowly lower your spine down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then now slowly come up, and as you come up, turn onto your right side and stretch your side waist, lengthening your hips to your feet, bending your elbows, changing sides, feeling the release through the side waist. And then finally turn to center, taking Bhujangasana, Cobra, bending the elbows, rolling the shoulders back, stretching through the belly. Inhale and relax fully. Beginning with Kapalabhati, breath of fire, we will develop core strength through the dynamic invocation of our inner fire, which awakens confidence, radiance, vitality, and joy. So come to an easy cross-legged position or half lotus. Bring your hands to your navel for Kapalabhati, breath of fire. As you exhale, pump the breath. Let the inhale be natural. This creates a gentle heat at our center. All our movements will radiate from this inner fire. This breath also cleanses the flow of Ujjayi, victorious breath. As you're ready, slowly inhale from the base of the throat. Stretch your arms at your shoulder height. Inhale, full of life. Exhale, draw your hands back to your heart. And bring your hands to your navel center to honor their inner fire. Now bring your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, expand your heart and open the mouth. If you like, gently releasing the tongue for Simhasana breath. Inhale, round the spine, and exhale again through the mouth. Inhale. Feel this cleansing breath, either opening the mouth or tongue to the chin. Inhale, and exhale. Now we'll keep that pattern. Inhale, lifting through the navel. Exhale, expand. Now draw your knee into your navel, this time as you inhale to the center. Exhale, expand. Inhale, knee to the navel. Exhale, expand. Inhale, knee to the navel. Exhale, expand. Now this time, knee to the navel, expand the back leg. Inhale, knee to the navel, go back into plank. And now keep that pulse happening through your center. Lengthen the tailbone to the heels, lift through the belly. And this is pulsation in plank. You can do this on your knees as you exhale, lowering down into half chaturanga. Please take this position if you're a beginner or if you have any wrist, elbow, shoulder joint issues. If you can, stretch your legs, hips back to the knees, and either continue on the knees or straighten the legs for Chaturanga Dandasana. Come back to plank, back to Chaturanga. So stay with this for a few more cycles, again, either on your knees or in full Chaturanga, feeling the danda or staff of the body, tailbone to the heels, heart drawing forward. And exhale, stretch your hips back into child's pose, circling the wrists behind your hips. Now inhale, interlace your hands and slowly come all the way up to sitting. Now we'll prepare for an advanced Agni Kriya. So you can come onto all fours, hands under the shoulders, draw the knee into the navel and back to center. I'd like for some of you to stay with this, heating the core, and those of you who can will feel the strength come into plank position. Now here you draw the knee into the navel with the inhale, and then you leap to the other side. Keep your tailbone low, and then begin variations of this movement, listening to the rhythm. So you can stay with a basic pulse, or like jazz, begin to improvise the movements through your legs. The breath stays free, and after a while, you'll begin to feel the heat and strength in the center of your belly. Make sure you're taking the weight off your wrist, although you will have some sensation of building strength in the upper body. So as you get familiar with this movement, you can also let the legs stream from your center. As you're ready, take the knees down, take your hips to your heels or cross-legged position and circle your wrist. Taking the arms up, reverse namaste, stretch through your shoulders. Change wrist. Exhale, release your hands down, interlacing behind you, open your heart. Now we'll prepare for another intermediate core cultivation. Watch me for a moment as I set up the shoulders over the wrist. See the extension through the spine to the center of the body. And now join me. Take your feet back in plank position, shoulders over the elbows, wrist in alignment with the elbows. And we'll return to this pulsation through the center. Keep radiating the tailbone to the heels, heels stretching away from you. Feel the lightness through the center of your body. Again, you'll feel the strength in the upper body, keeping the shoulders spreading and lifting, rotating away from each other. You'll see me gently oscillating the neck so that there's freedom and not rigidity. If you need to at any time, bring your knees down to the earth. Otherwise, stay with this heat. Last breath. Good, and then as you're ready, take the knees down, sit back on your heels for a shoulder opener. Take one arm up and the other elbow under, Garudasana. Inhale, extend the arms. Exhale, change sides. Beautiful. Inhale, extend your arms. And then now, come back onto your knees, hands under the shoulders. And here, extend one leg behind you and create a line of energy from that back leg through your core to the crown of the head. Now turn your fingertips slightly in, and as you exhale, bend the elbows to the side, maintaining this line of energy. The breath is natural and free, or you can bring the Kapalabhati breath, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up. So maintain the rhythm without losing any stability in the lower belly. Lower down only as far as you can keep the integrity of this line of energy from the back foot, through the navel, through the spine, to the crown of the head. Enjoy your strength. A few more rounds. And draw your knee down, shift back on your heels. Open the chest, arms to the sky, circling. Roll the shoulder open, interlace the hands behind you, and coming back for the other side. So draw your knee into your navel as you inhale, and exhale, extend the leg back. Turn your fingertips in, and exhale slowly down, inhale up. Find your rhythm, find the connection. As soon as you feel any collapse happening between the pubic bone and navel, then reaffirm that with your inhale, so that as you exhale down, you're keeping always this steady lift, this steady connection, and let that tap into your own inner focus, and let that focus be enlivening, full presence. So a few more rounds. Stay steady. Keep the flow of your breath. And as you're ready, slowly come up to center, sitting back on your heels for another shoulder opener. Take one elbow with your opposite arm, and then take the bent elbow hand and hold the opposite upper arm to draw the elbow deeper behind the crown of the head. And changing sides, hold the elbow with the opposite arm, and then take that hand to the upper arm, and as you take the weight of that arm down, it draws you deeper into the opening. As you're ready, release your hands down, come onto your knees, draw your hands in front of your inner fire. Now keep the danda here, from the tailbone, the back of the spine. Keep the lower belly lifting as the tailbone descends, spreading the chest open, keeping the spine and crown of the head in one line. And now we'll move with arm variations. Take one arm up and the other arm behind you, and circle your arms down, and when they meet at the top, change directions. So maintain the steadiness from the knees through the pelvis, heart, and crown, but enjoy the flow inside the strength. Bring grace into your hands. And bring your hands together in front of your navel. And as you shift back, find the place where you can maintain the edge without collapsing in your lower belly, in your lower back. Maintain here, go into that fire, and then release. Reach one leg up, take the opposite arm back, and stretch your foot into your hand, changing sides. And let your knee come down. This time, shift back onto your feet and roll up slowly to standing. When you come up to standing, or prepare, if you like, turn your mat so that we face each other. Take your feet wider. Turn your toes out, heels under your knees. And as you inhale, lift from the feet to the pelvic floor and spread your arms wide, radiating out of the shoulders. As you exhale, draw the hands through the center and take your elbows to the inside of your knees to open your hips. And then we'll come back up into Prana Mudra. Inhale, slowly draw the hands through the center, full of life. And as you exhale and hands come to your heart, prepare for Viratu. Turn your right foot out, left heel away. Extend your arms with the inhale. Now while you're drawing your hands to the center with the exhale and inhale, Notice drawing the knee over the heel and the inner back thigh lifts. Take your back arm forward and imagine you're pulling a bow and arrow. Now release the arm down, circle it around, and as you pull it through the center, exhale. Inhale around, exhale through the center. So keep your steady focus in the center of the energy. And as you're ready, pull through the center and open back into Prana Mudra, coming into Yogic Squat, Malasana. Exhale, release the arms down and back through. Inhale. And as your hands draw through the center, turn to the other side for Viratu. Expand the arms with the inhale. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Inhale, extend. Exhale, hands back to the heart. Feel the rhythm. And as you're ready, prepare. Draw the back arm forward. Pull your bow and arrow again. The thumb of the back hand is up. And as you're ready, release the arm down and exhale through. Inhale down, exhale through. Inhale, circle around. The breath becomes Kapalabhati-like. Keep this movement in Ahimsa, non-aggressive, awakening your inner strength and focus, and slowly pull through the center line. Come back into Yogic Squat, circle the arms through Prana Mudra. Exhale, take it down towards the earth, elbows to the inner thighs. Now hands underneath your shoulders, straighten your legs, and exhale, empty the spine. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, empty the spine. Inhale, slowly lift. Exhale, relax forward. Now lifting up halfway, draw your arms to the side, flat back, interlace the hands behind you, and exhale into Prasarita Padottanasana C. Straightening the legs, stretching your arms behind you. Gradually the hands come towards the earth without force. Keep the inner thighs strong and buoyant. And as you're ready, slowly inhale, come up with a flat back to center. Now draw your feet under your hips and just shake your hands and your feet out. Unwinding, relaxing. And then we'll come into the last Kriya. Bring your hands up to your shoulders and begin twisting through your center. You can open your arms even with your shoulders. Keep your sacrum stable. As you twist through the center, let your spine rotate on its axis, stimulating the inner fire, opening the arms in freedom. Slowly draw the arms overhead. And with the arms extending, inner shoulders relax. Begin to accelerate the twisting to your own desire. And then slowly release the arms. Let the arms just swing from your shoulders, completely free. Inhale, extend the arms overhead. Exhale, bending your knees, sweep the hands behind you. You can exhale through your mouth as we stay with this flow. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, bending the knees, arms behind you. Inhale, take in the joy of being alive and draw that down with gratitude all the way to your heart. Take one hand over each other at your navel, honoring the inner fire. Go ahead and touch your body now. Bowing the chin towards your heart.